good, YouTube? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. And right, my name is Mikey Cologne, and welcome to my channel. First off, I want to say, if you're watching this, I appreciate your time for doing so, and I'd like to say thank you to my subscribers. You have been really supporting me so far, and I just want to say a big thank you. Right, anyway, today I want to speak to you about a Montale fragrance. A couple of my Montale fragrances I haven't worn in a while, and some of them I have. And I pulled one from the back of the shelf, give it a bit of a spritz, and I just forgot how good it really does smell. That fragrance is called Fantastic Oud. Right, Montale fragrances come in pouches like this. I believe they're travel pouches. I don't own the box for this anymore. I threw all my boxes away for my Montales and my Manceras. So I've just got the pouches. So you've got the bottle inside, and you've got the graphic design on the front. Fantastic Oud. This is a 100 ml bottle, and it is Eau de Parfum concentration. You've got your little tag there, so the atomizer don't press down, and then you pull that off, pull the pin, and then I'll show you a couple of sprays. Not bad distribution. It shoots far, but it's not a wide burst. It's more of a thin, long burst distribution. Right, I'm going to read you the notes of this, and then I'm going to tell you what I get. This stuff is gorgeous. It really, really is, and it's just filling the air. Right, at the top you got agar wood, which is oud, and then you've got tobacco, incense, rose, patchouli, and styrax. And in the base you have leather, ambergris, sandalwood. This opens up bright, oudy, a bit sweet, a bit smoky. That it ain't upfront oud, like it ain't a skanky oud. It's just blended very well with the tobacco and the patchouli. To me, I believe that patchouli is giving it the sweetness, and then you've got the tobacco and the incense, so it's a little bit smoky, but it's not overbearing. It ain't skanky or anything like that. It's just rounded, and like I say, it opens up a little bit bright. This fragrance is quite linear on me until the late dry down, but we'll get to that in a minute. So it opens up with oud, tobacco. You can detect the patchouli, the incense. You can definitely pick that up. Like I say, it's a bit smoky. Then it goes a little bit woody. In the base you have sandalwood, but the fragrance mixed in with the tobacco and the incense, it turns the fragrance a little bit woody. And then obviously you've got ambergris in the base as well. Through the whole life of this fragrance, I can detect amber. So you've got, or the ambergris. So you've got that with the patchouli, which is making it a little bit more sweeter. Then you've got the smokiness from the tobacco and the incense, and then you've got the oud in there. The rose is just there in the background, like really in the background. It's sort of waving its hand in the background saying, I'm here, but it ain't up front. You really have to dig your nose in to detect the rose, what I do anyway. But this, so it stays linear. Then on the late dry down, this goes a little bit more ambery on me and a little bit leathery, but it ain't prominent leather. You can just pick it up. But with that sweetness from the ambergris or the patchouli, I know ambergris can go a little bit salty, but I don't know if it's that mixed with the patchouli, but it's just got that, it's just got a bit of amberiness about it. And then, like I say, you can detect that leather, but it ain't a punchy leather. It is just there in the background, just trickling a little bit. This fragrance is great projection. like for 2 to 3 hours. I do 6 sprays with this. For 2 to 3 hours, you get solid projection, arm's length and beyond, easy. You're going to leave a nice scent trail. After about 4 or 5 hours, it does, well, after the 3 hour mark, it rains in a little bit, but it's still projecting quite well. And then after about the 5 hour mark, 6 hour mark, it sits a little bit closer. You still got a little scent bubble going on, maybe a foot. And then after about the 8th, 9th hour, it dies down to a skin scent. But this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Like I say, it's oody, it's a bit smoky, it's a little bit sweet. To me, it's a bit ambery, if that's a word. So it is just such a great fragrance, especially for cold weather. I would not rock this in the summer. I do not believe that this fragrance was made for the summer or any kind of heat. This will cut through the cold and people will think that you smell great because, like I say, that oud don't go skanky or nothing. So it ain't a barnyardy oud. The notes that are in there are blended so well. It just seems rounded. And like I say, it's a little bit woody as well. It is just a great smelling fragrance. I love this one. I haven't worn it since last year. And like I say, I was just looking at my fragrances and my Montale fragrances and I thought to myself, I ain't worn this in ages. Picked it up, sprayed it on and I thought, I've got to talk about this fragrance. I believe this came out in 2017 or 2018. So it's been around for 4 or 5 years. But you don't, or I haven't seen a lot of reviews on this fragrance, and I don't know why, because this is a great smelling fragrance. It really, really is. I love it anyway. But if you like oud and you like sweet, smoky fragrances, when I say sweet, it ain't like bubblegum sweet. It's not like that. Sometimes patchouli can go sweet or it can go earthy. I believe that in this it's a little bit sweet, and like I say, it's got the ambergris in there, and I don't know, that blended all in is making it a little bit more ambery. But anyway, I'm waffling on. People, this is a great smelling fragrance, and I just wanted to talk to you about it a little bit because I'm going to be wearing this. This is going to be in my rotation, definitely this upcoming winter, 100%. But the problem is when you've got, like, I've got more, well, I don't know, I've got quite a lot of cold weather fragrances, and when you've got loads, it's hard to sort of keep going back to one, you know. But I think I'm going to keep this at the front of the or one of my cabinets, and I think I'm going to wear this for a little while. But anyway, people, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you've tried this. Let me know what you think about the House of Montale. Let me know what ones you have tried. Remember, people, smelling good's always a pleasure, and I will see you on the next one.